Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at Vanguard number 3 by Gary Carlson, Erik Larsen, and the amazing Joe Madureira. Yes, we have Joe Madureira drawing the dragon, the Savage Dragon, and Vanguard. It is so cool. This is like one of my all-time favorite comic book series by so many of my favorite artists. I cannot wait to share it with you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. Okay, so Vanguard was, I think, 6 issues. It was originally supposed to be an ongoing series. It didn't work out for whatever reason, probably sales, I don't know, but I can't imagine this not selling like gangbusters. I know that I was super excited about it. I think one of the contentions for the series is that it was drawn by a different artist each issue, and people kind of weren't down for that. But comparatively speaking, I've been reviewing the Ambassadors miniseries from Mark Miller. It's 6 issues long, and each issue is being drawn by a fantastic artist, and I've really been enjoying the hell out of it. So I think it can work. So if that was what killed this book, then shame on that. But anyway, we have a very young Joe Madureira. People are very excited about him at the time. This might have been like when he had already started drawing X-Men, but it feels like, like there was definitely an evolution of Joe Madureira. Like he started drawing comics when he was like 16 or something crazy like that, when he first got his first published comic work. Maybe 18, I could be wrong, but like his first full book was when he was 18, I think. And clearly, you could see the potential. He's bringing like this manga influence to America. A lot of people credit him for that. I think that's probably a little too much credit, but I mean, I think he definitely did help popularize it. I mean, his X Men was so much fun. And I loved like whatever else he was doing at the time. So it's no surprise that Erik Larsen was smart enough to snatch him up, or Gary Carlson. Who knows? He's always good at cultivating artists. So we have co-creator, co-writer, and editor Erik Larsen, co-creator, writer Gary Carlson, penciler Joe Madureira, inker Jim Sinclair, letterer Chris Eliopoulos, and colorist Brad Venkata, Ruben Rude, and Steve Olive. So this is like, 3 issues in. I will cover the other issues. I did the Rick Leonardi one, but this just happened to be in my pile and I couldn't pass. So, I mean, wow, this, like I said, this is a great, this is a young Joe Madureira. I mean, it does look rough in some instances, but oh my God, there's so much here. Like the storytelling, like, just how cool does Vanguard look? This was such a, and this looking at like Jason Pearson's issue and this issue, and what do you call it, like Rick Leonardi's, um, this very much reads like a summer blockbuster. Like it's very fun. Like I love the story that Gary Carlson and Erik Larsen came up with. It's sort of Vanguard coming to Earth, and of course he's going to be misunderstood. He has like the added pressure of this sort of like morphing, like clone sort of robot doppelganger, like terrorizing and making trouble for him. And then, of course, he meets the dragon, and it's so funny because there's always such a debate over like other people drawing the dragon, especially when it comes to the fin. And I don't know if that's 100% correct or not, but it looks pretty close to me. And I feel like I'm not going to say no to a Joe Madureira anything. So, close or not, it's fantastic. This is so funny too. I just, like, what does he say? I know. I love how he just like punches him in the face. I don't know. It's just kind of act now, think later. Like what a great shot, huh? I think the colors on this are really good too. Colors from this era were kind of a mixed bag, but to his credit, I feel like Erik Larsen's wing of the Image universe always handled it very well. Like some comic books ran into the trouble of like looking too dark and things like that, but I think that Erik Larsen's color style choices and the colorists he hired were always just like did a great job. His books always look fantastic. This looks so good too. It is so much fun. I kind of love Vanguard just like doing battle in this yellow bikini brief too. And this, I don't know. This is like just fun comic books to me, and the fun of like Joe Madureira. So it looks, I can, he would not draw that at all like this. This is clearly, you know, pre-Battle Chasers. But it is just knockdown, smackdown, fun, page after page of action, great storytelling from Joe Madureira. That is such a great panel. That could easily be a splash page, right? I mean, obviously, we are in the image era, so you want your money shots. And, you know, some artists, I feel like every panel could be a splash page. And I feel like Joe Madureira definitely fits into that wheelhouse. Um, I was completely blown away by this panel here. I mean, wow, especially from like such a young aspiring artist to like pull off that perspective and angle and that sort of like crowd shot so successfully with a broken glass in the foreground. And special props to Jim Sinclair too. Um, I know his name. I think he did the ink the Tom Coker Vanguard issue. Um, but he did a really great job on this here. I love this has always been one of my favorite pages too. I love this character, Roxanne. She's like the reporter. I love it too. It's kind of like a trope. She gets all involved in this and she'll help them, but she needs to have the exclusive story interview with Vanguard to help them. And I just think that's funny because that's like such a but also added to sort of like my 80s like summer blockbuster feel for me. Um, let's see what else. And this is just great too. I love, you know, like I said, like it's just fun. Like this is exactly what you want. You know what I mean? This big lumbering alien out of his world. You know, I like the little touches of storytelling, like his helmet acts like a translator, but it's been damaged, so he can't communicate to everybody that he's not a bad guy. And so, of course, in typical human nature, you know, no wonder why aliens don't announce themselves. The first thing we would do is like attack them, try to dissect them, or throw them in jail or something. Another particular favorite panel. I love the cartoonishness of that. I think it's so much fun. And I love Joe Madureira's anatomy. I just love the build of the Vanguard character here. I think it's bigger than life and so much fun and like perfectly illustrated by this panel. What a great costume design, by the way, too. I love Vanguard. Um, Another great like part of the Megaton Big Bang kind of universe. The storytelling is so much fun in here too. What a great. I would just love to wonder how this issue came together. I'm wondering, you know, like as an artist, if Erik is like giving Joe any like sample layouts or like how they worked. I think it's just fun. Like this was such a great comic and such a great collaboration, and way too short lived. I may be just I wanted it to go to forever. And it was supposed to. Erik talks in the letter page how Gary and him were even discussing the plot of issue 10. What a missed opportunity. So sad that this did not go further, but such a great book. And also, I'm fearful that it probably can't be collected because it like has Supreme and then there's Dragon. And I know that feasibly it could be. I absolutely feel, you know, like other, like the Megaton Chronicles are coming out and other great things from Big Banks coming soon. Big Banks. So I would definitely love to see a Vanguard trade paperback. I mean, who wouldn't? Like, this needs to be collected. It has Jason Pearson, Rick Leonardi, Tom Coker, Joe Madureira, Andy Smith, and I think there's someone else I'm forgetting. Anyway, a great, great series. If you ever see this, God forbid, in the dollar bins, you need to pick it up. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will bring you more later.